What is up, guys? It's your boy here, Jersey Flex, and in this video today, as you guys could tell by that motherfucking sexy title, we're gonna be talking about Joe Rogan and what potential anabolics I personally believe that this man has taken or is currently freaking taking right now. Because a lot of you guys know who he is. You guys follow the Rogan podcast. We're going to dive more into a little bit about him, just a little bit about him, but more so on the anabolics that I personally can analyze that he's using, and we're going to take it from there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Helps this channel out, makes you way more freaking fucking handsome, and we're going to stop wasting time and roll that damn intro. Boom!
Maybe it's a new beginning. Maybe it's the start of where it ends. I know. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the main video here. So as you guys could tell by that title, and I put this in the beginning of every fucking title, I'm not a doctor, so don't listen to any of the stuff I say in this video from a medical freaking standpoint. If you're a wean dog, has issues, or if you just have low testosterone or whatever kind of male issues you might be having, seek the attention of an actual doctor, because if you listen to anything I say, you just might not live to see tomorrow. I'm not a doctor, I'm a gym bro, so just take this as entertainment and educational freaking only, okay? So in this video today, we're going to be talking about none other than Joe Rogan. He's the victim of this video, and we're going to kind of go into a little bit about the guy, even though you guys probably know who the fuck he is, or you wouldn't click on this video. So some of you guys out there might follow the Rogan podcast, and before we dive into anything more about Joe Rogan here, I want to say I'm going to continue making these videos kind of analyzing what these famous figures could potentially be running in terms of anabolics. So if there's any famous person out there that you guys think would be taking steroids, and you guys want to leave that in the comments down below so I can make a video kind of analyzing what I personally believe they could be running, if they are running anything at all. So it could be like a natty or not, or just me just analyzing what kind of steroids, like Dave Bautista, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, naming a bunch right now. You guys could leave that down below. Oh, I don't know what just happened, I just burped. You can leave that down below in the comments. So right now, let's talk a little bit about Joe Rogan. He is a fellow New Jerseyan. Yes, he's originally from Newark, New Jersey. He grew up very athletic in his childhood, taekwondo, martial arts, that whole deal. He did not compete professionally in sports, but many of you guys know him from MMA and all that kind of stuff, the podcast. So that's kind of just a brief overview on him. But he lives a very active lifestyle, okay? So he's a middle-aged guy who carries his muscle weight pretty darn freaking well, if you ask me. So some of the things that I personally believe, and especially in the fighting practice, because even though he's doing it recreationally, not so much more on the competitive side anymore, the thing with Joe Rogan is that in these fighting sports, you don't want to be having any kind of anabolics or steroids that hold a lot of water weight or have the potential of cramping or anything that can hinder your heart health. So trenbolone, take tren out of the picture. I do not think that Rogan is on any tren. That's just out of the picture, because something like fighting, taekwondo, MMA, you know, that kind of stuff, whether you're doing it for fitness or on a competitive side, you know, that's something that you need your cardiovascular health. So I really don't think that he's on tren. That's just out of the picture. Forget about that one. Obviously, I think he's running a TRT dose, maybe a little higher, 250, 300 tops of testosterone. Reason being is because that's good for your joints. If you're running any other kind of anabolic, it's good to run testosterone with it as a test base. So I definitely believe that testosterone is in that mix, because it's going to allow you to be more athletic, more energetic, because it's going to be good for your red blood cell counts and oxygen levels in your body. So, and again, I do got to say, I'm not a freaking doctor. So any of the shit that I'm saying right now, do not try to put it in practice for yourself. Okay? I'm just giving an overview of somebody who does take steroids, what they would be taking for the Joe Rogan experience here. So yeah, so testosterone based, definitely trend out of the picture. Testosterone, probably cypionate, something that you'd get like TRT wise. I do believe he's definitely on that, and he's pretty open about his steroid usage. That's why I feel pretty comfortable making this video. And the next thing that I'm gonna say is, like I mentioned, none of the anabolics that would produce any form of cramping, severe pumps, or anything of that kind of nature. I do not believe he's on anything of that kind of nature. So you can take Anavar out of it. Clenbuterol, there's no reason for that. He's not trying to be shredded on a competition stage. So Clen, which is not even a steroid, but definitely no Clen, none of the, no Anavar, Oxy, definitely not on any Oxy, Anadrol, any of that kind of stuff. D-ball, nothing with pumps, because that's just going to hinder your ability in terms of a stamina sport. So, but one thing that I definitely believe that he's on, because it's healthy for your skin, it allows your muscles to rejuvenate faster, and it also allows you to recover faster as an athlete. I do believe he is on some human growth hormone, some HGH, probably dosage wise, maybe 1 to 2 IUs a day, maybe 3, but 1 to 2 IUs of human growth and some testosterone. I really think that that's all that the guy is really running. Very basic, very simple. And again, you guys got to keep in mind that that's for like athletic performance, for what he's trying to do. I don't believe he's doing this in abuse so he could look better. Yes, that's part of it, the cosmetic side, but I think he's just doing it to maintain his longevity and feel better about himself as he gets older, because as you guys know, your natural hormone levels will tank, and this guy is doing a very good job of maintaining his musculature on his skeleton. So there's got to be something he's taking to help him out, and that's really what I think the bottom line is. TRT, maybe slightly higher levels of testosterone thrown in with some HGH is definitely what I'm seeing in there. So, and one other side note about Joe Rogan that I do got to add, you guys can take him all as a positive influence, because he is someone who grew up without his father, and he turned that into a positive. So if you guys look at like his revenue, this is completely nothing to do with his anabolic usage, but I thought I could throw that in there because it's motivational, and you know, that all has to do with fitness in the gym. So, you know, a lot of people will take a negative in their life and they'll either become an alcoholic, a drug addict, and they'll kind of consistently blame that one thing that happened to them ages ago, years ago, and they'll always reflect on that as a reason to fall into drugs and alcohol. He's someone that took something negative that happened to him and turned it into a positive. So if you look at his podcast, he's generating about $100,000 per podcast in terms of ad revenue and all the stuff he does on social media. So, and he's releasing about 3 a week. So you can say he has 300,000 coming in every week just from that alone. So now the negative that happened to him is his father, kind of, you know, bad relationship with his father. I believe online I read that he hadn't spoken to his father since he was like 7 or 9 years old or something like that. I got to go back and check. But so some people will take that and end up being a complete alcoholic. He took that and formed a positive in his life, whether it was, hey, I'm going to show him my dad was never around, I want to show him I'm successful. You know, that's somebody that does something positive with their life. So I do want to, if I'm going to make a video about Joe Rogan, I do want to say something positive about him, not that he's just some steroid user, because a lot of us who do dabble in anabolics, we're not junkies, we're just out there chasing a physique and a better lifestyle. So that's something that I do kind of want to add to this video about him. So what can we take? Testosterone and some human growth hormone. That's what I believe he's on, and I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Anybody else you guys want to see me make a video on, leave that down below. We're gonna roll that freaking outro. Boom.